Welcome to the Proficy workflow tutorial on how to develop a web form for use in a workflow. This tutorial offers an example of how you can design, develop, and use a web-based form and add it to a simple workflow in order for it to be used by an operator who is working in the task list. Now we begin. Launch Proficy workflow and click the logon icon and then add your username and password. First, we are going to create a web form resource. From the navigator, go to Global Displays and Forms, then add and name your form. Now you can start designing your form. First, you will add a read-only text field. Click the text form control, then configure the field's properties. Now you will add a text box to the form. Click the text box form control, then configure the field's properties. After adding these controls, you can view your form in the global viewer. Now you will create a workflow resource where you will add your form. From the navigator, go to Workflows, then add and name your workflow. Now you will use the workflow editor to add basic required configurations to your workflow. Add a user to the workflow, drag and drop a sub-process into the workflow, and then name it. Finally, enable your workflow. Now you will add the form that you created to the workflow sub-process by dragging and dropping a form activity into it, and then name the form. You can also add activities to the sub-process in order to interact with an operator who is using the form in a production environment. For example, you can add a status message activity to deliver a message to your operator regarding a particular task and request input. As you saw, you can drag and drop a status message activity after the form activity, then use an expression to bind the message in your form. Then you can add a time delay after the message. You can also provide more information to an operator through work instructions. Now you can create a schedule to start the workflow automatically and then activate it so that it is available to an operator in production. From the navigator, go to Schedules, then add and name your schedule. Add the schedule to your workflow and then enable it. You have now completed configuring your workflow. You can now run it to test it. From the title bar, click the task list icon and then click Start Task. Select the schedule that you created and then click Start. The task that you have created is now visible in the task list. You can enter data into the form, view work instructions, and submit changes. Thank you for watching this video on developing a web form.